Sean Strickland is refusing to fight at UFC 312 in Australia this February and prefers to fight in March in Vegas at UFC 313, we presume, will be the March pay-per-view. Very interesting stuff coming from Sean Strickland following Khamzat Chimaev's domination of Robert Whittaker. Dricus du Plessis finished Adesanya back in August. What are we going to see next for the middleweight belt? That's the question. And it looks like it's going to be Khamzat, because Strickland is one of those guys who's always kind of there. He's got the popularity, but has he had the finish style? Has he got the finishes? Does he have the resume to put together another title run? I don't know. He's only beaten Paulo Costa in the last, 6 months? When was that? So, what do you guys think? Do you think this is going to happen at UFC 312? Are they going to force and strong-arm Sean Strickland into fighting Dricus down there in Australia? Are they going to strong-arm Strickland into fighting in January in Los Angeles? That's the rumored fight location for UFC 311. I don't know what's going on. Let's look at what Sean Strickland had to say via Twitter. He said, "I'm not fighting in Australia. We're thinking Vegas in March. United States flag, wants to get the belt back. I have a lot of love for the Aussies, but I don't think your government likes me," which I take as a compliment. We know Sean Strickland has the brash, bombastic, pro-America, everything America, very, very, very patriotic in a lot of respects. He said, "Hate speech isn't real, and I'll always speak up for my kangaroo homies. Freedom." He's likely referring to the COVID lockdowns that happened a couple of years ago, and Australia was very tough on them during that time. Now, I don't know. Again, what's going to happen here? That's the question. It's just a quick video throwing this out there, just letting you know that Sean Strickland does not want to fight in February. That could mean giving up his shot at the title against Dricus. He got an opportunistic drop in the lap, fed by a silver spoon chance at the title when he fought Israel Adesanya. Dricus du Plessis beat Robert Whittaker handedly back at International Fight Week last year. He got the opportunity, short notice, because Dricus was injured following that Robert Whittaker fight. Sean Strickland was able to jump in on short notice against Israel Adesanya in Australia. He beat Israel Adesanya from pillar to post, and that started the downfall of Izzy, and now we're here. Sean Strickland is demanding another title shot following his victory over Paulo Costa. Is that enough to get him a title shot? I just don't think so. Dricus also talking about fighting anybody and everybody but Sean Strickland. He wants to challenge himself. He doesn't want to fight somebody who's not that dangerous like a Sean Strickland. He wants to go in there and take on a Khamzat, the boogeyman, the scary guy, the up-and-coming guy at middleweight, the guy who just destroyed Robert Whittaker in a round. Dricus wants to take on that guy. He wants to take on Alex Pereira, who's got the heaviest hands out there at middleweight. He says, in MMA, I don't care who you are. If I catch you clean with those small gloves, you're going to go down and I'm going to catch you eventually. With a guy like Alex Pereira, he has power, but I have a lot of power too. That's what Dricus du Plessis is saying. So he's saying everybody except for Sean Strickland. I don't think he's ducking Sean Strickland. I know that first fight that they had for the title back in January was a fun fight. It was back and forth. It was very close. He's just saying, I've done more than Sean. I need to move on from Sean. Clearly, he's not going to fight. He should have fought Robert Whittaker in Australia. Sean Strickland should have fought Robert Whittaker in Australia back on the same card. Dricus du Plessis beat Israel Adesanya on, and that probably would have cemented him for the next title shot, except he didn't do that. So now we're sitting here, Sean Strickland waiting out, even though he's always been super active. Now he's sitting there waiting, holding his spot, squatting on his spot, holding up the place in the rankings. What's going to happen here? I like Sean Strickland. I think he's a fun personality. But Sean, you got to put together a legitimate case for a title shot. And Khamzat Chimaev right now obviously has that edge on you, my friend. Strickland, get in there, get some work done, and be back in the title race. It's all you need to do. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation going down, and I'll see you in the next one.